Yeah, it's a little bit of a different movie for me. I don't always get to see these smaller movies, but I had a friend that wanted to see this. He was like, hey, do you want to go see Hunt for the Wilderpeople? I was like, what the heck is that? But I saw it. Let's talk about it. So Hunt for the Wilderpeople is directed by Taika Waititi. I'm probably butchering that. The person that's going to direct Thor Ragnarok next year. The plot of this movie basically revolves around this one kid. He's in the foster system. He gets adopted by this wife and this husband. The wife is the one that actually wanted him. The husband wants nothing to do with him. And because of a couple things that happen that I don't want to spoil, the kid and the guy, played by Sam Neill, they get stuck in the woods together for months on end. And there's a huge manhunt going on through all of New Zealand trying to find them. Think like Up in New Zealand. It's kind of what it's like. But starting off with what was awesome in this movie. Holy crap, Sam Neill. I don't even know what happened to Sam Neill. I haven't seen him since Jurassic Park 3. I don't know if this is actually a documentary about Sam Neill being lost in the woods for the last 15 years. But Sam Neill gives a great performance in this movie. He doesn't care for this kid at all. They, eventually they bond. But he's this really hardened, grizzled, Clint Eastwood type guy. And it's cool seeing him in the woods with this kid. Both of them have strength, both of them have flaws, and they bring those out in each other. The kid in this movie, also great, holding his own against Sam Neill. Another performance in this movie that was really good was the child services lady that's trying to find the kid and Sam Neill. She and this cop, they're partying together, they're bickering back and forth trying to find them. It almost reminded me of Yzma and Kronk from Emperor's New Groove at times. They worked very well together, they were very funny. This movie in general actually was one of the better comedies I've seen all year. I'm trying to think of other ones. Deadpool and Neighbors 2 are the only two I can think of. This movie actually kind of reminds me of something that you'd see in the Cornetto trilogy with Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. It's just, really quippy, fast, snappy humor with a good amount of pop culture and movie references thrown in there, which I'm kind of a sucker for those, so I thought those were pretty cool. And the movie has some dark and mature elements in it, but for the most part, it keeps a pretty light-hearted tone throughout the majority of the movie. And that was refreshing. Again, it was just great to see this kid and Sam Neill bonding. Both of them were kind of closed off to each other, and watching them open up to each other was really touching. For the majority of the movie, this feels like a story that could actually happen, and I feel like that just made it a lot more personal and felt more grounded. And near the end of the movie, there were a couple scenes where I was like, that is hilarious, that is awesome. Kind of takes away from the realism of it just a little bit. And near the end, there's a couple choices made by the characters where I'm like, why would you do that? It just doesn't, your character for the whole movie has been contradicting the point that you just made. And so those things were a little irritating. But for the most part, this was a really solid movie. I can't really think of much bad about this one. I want to call this a simple movie, but it's not, because it's got a lot of layers behind it too. So I had a great time with this movie. I'm hoping to see it again when it comes out on Blu-ray. And it's actually one of the better movies to come out this summer, so see it if you have the chance. If you have seen this movie though, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And if you haven't seen it, let me know what you thought of Up. This movie reminded me a lot of Up, so let me know what you thought of Up in the comments too. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can click subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.